During the month of February, our department and many other agencies throughout Southern California were involved in a massive manhunt, unlike anything we have ever seen before. Fired LAPD officer Christopher Dorner targeted innocent civilians and law enforcement officers in a sick and murderous rampage. Over the course of 9 days, hundreds of law enforcement officers were on the lookout and on edge. Some of our officers from various ranks and positions, many of whom you know and work with, were specifically named as targets and were given round-the-clock protection. It was a very trying period. Let us remember the innocent lives taken from us too soon. Monica Kwan, daughter of retired LAPD Captain Randy Kwan. Her fiancé, USC Public Safety Officer Keith Lawrence. Riverside Police Officer Michael Crane, and San Bernardino County Sheriff's Deputy Jeremiah McKay. These 4 innocent murder victims leave a void that can never be filled. Their loss will always be with us. I also ask you to keep in your thoughts our 2 brother officers victimized in Corona while assigned to a protection detail. One of our officers, assigned to Newton, suffered a grazed wound to the head, barely escaping a life-threatening injury. Lastly, we pray for Riverside PD surviving police officer Andrew Takia and San Bernardino County Sheriff's Deputy Alex Collins. Takia and his partner Michael Crane were ambushed on February 7th. Deputy Alex Collins was Deputy Jeremiah McKay's partner when they were ambushed in a separate incident on February 12th. Andrew Takia and Alex Collins were seriously wounded and lost their partners at the hands of Dorner. Andrew and Alex have a long road to recovery. My heart goes out to them and I pray for their families. As we consider the lasting effects within our law enforcement family, I'd like to take this time to thank our allied law enforcement agencies in Southern California, including the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department, Irvine Police Department, Riverside Police Department, U.S. Marshal Services, and the FBI, along with the many other agencies involved in the manhunt. These agencies and their officers are true professionals, and I want to thank them personally for working so closely with us and including the LAPD in their investigations outside our city. Interagency cooperation here in Southern California is remarkable, and it helps all of us serve each other and our communities much better. Remember, we have many department resources, peer support groups, and counseling available to everyone. Most importantly, please look after one another, and don't be afraid to talk about your feelings with each other. We all need to work together and support each other during the healing process for those that were affected by this tragedy. In the aftermath of this incident, many questions remained and many more were raised. Perhaps the biggest question revolved around our department's disciplinary process. Some in our organization have openly questioned the process. I want to take this opportunity to try and clear up any misconceptions and let you know what I am doing as your chief to address the concerns you have. I believe in our disciplinary process, and I want to make sure you believe in the process as well. First off, I recognize that no system is perfect. Any system organized and implemented by human beings will have flaws. Our disciplinary system is only as good as the people that implement it. We should and will use every opportunity to do better. I stand firm in my commitment to ensuring that fairness and equality are ingrained throughout the culture of the organization. Whether this comes down to education or changing certain aspects of the disciplinary process, we will do whatever is necessary to maintain the confidence of our officers and the community. To date, I have met with and discussed the process with employee organizations and individual employees. I have also brought in commanding officers and talked to them at length about the process. In addition to getting all these insights and perspectives, I now plan to study our disciplinary system and see if we really do treat different people in different ways. This is what is important to me. I know that some employees are comfortable giving me direct feedback, while others are not. As a result, I asked the Office of Administrative Services to set up numerous workshops to facilitate anonymous feedback on the subject of potential disparity of treatment by our internal disciplinary system. Since 2011, OAS has a process called 10,000 volts, or 10 kV. This process allows employees to engage in honest, respectful, and anonymous dialogue through the use of technology. The department has already successfully used 10 kV to obtain feedback on specific department issues, crime-fighting strategies, and to identify training needs. I believe in this tool, and I assure you it will allow for honest feedback directly to me without fear of retribution. Those randomly selected to participate in the workshop receive training orders. Those of you not receiving training orders may express interest in attending by contacting Assistant Chief Sandy Jo MacArthur via email. We are a Department of Excellence, constantly evolving and striving to improve our expertise in training and policy. LAPD is a recognized leader in establishing best practices across the nation, including our disciplinary system. We are committed to ensuring our disciplinary system is as objective, thorough, and fair as human beings can make it. It is all about treating people right and having everyone, public and employees, know that this is how LAPD does business. It is my hope you gain a clear understanding of what is occurring and my efforts to make these things right. I'm always open to dialogue or questions you may have, so please feel free to send me an email. Continue to check the LAN's homepage for more updates and my personal video messages. Working together, we can build a department we all can be proud of. Be safe.